Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching my video. In today's video, I am going to talk about your new syllabus, your new class, new session. So first of all, congratulations for your new class and all the best for your new session. In today's class, I'll talk about your new book. So your book name is Enchanté and the volume is number 1, right? In April, we are going to learn something in chapter 0 and in chapter 1. So syllabus is lesson 1 and lesson 0. And in today's video, you are going to learn something in chapter 0. And what is the name of the chapter is? Bonjour la France, means hello France. And you are knowing very well how to get your ebook. I've told you in the previous video that you need to go to gowebrachnasagar.com and you can get your e-content from that particular site. Right? Let's start today's chapter. So, Bonjour la France, good morning or hello France. In this chapter, we are going to know what are the famous things of France, right? So, let's start from Le Coq Gaulois. Le Coq Gaulois is the famous symbol of France. It's a national bird, national animal as well, right? The Gallic rooster is one of the national symbols of France. It is the symbol of pride as well, right? So now they are talking about Napoleon Bonaparte, which we call in French Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon was the greatest French emperor of 18th century, and he is famous for his courage, as he was not having that much height as well. He was just 4 feet and 2 inches, I guess, and he tried to conquer the whole world. Even he succeeded in that as well. And now we'll talk about the National Festival of France, so which we generally celebrate on 14th July, le 14 juillet, that is also known as the National Day of France. And we celebrate National Day of France in the memory of the starting of French Revolution. Not the termination, we celebrate it in the starting of the French Revolution, because before that the emperor, the king was a barbar, and the people wants to get rid of that person, and they assassinate him and they start a revolution, and that is why they celebrate National Day of France on 14th July. So, and now we talk about the le drapeau français, the French flag. French flag is having 3 colors: bleu, blanc, rouge. Blue, white and red, which we also call tricolor. Le drapeau tricolore. Right? Now here you can see a cycle race which is called Le Tour de France, the Tour of France. It's the one of the biggest and the annual race, and people, those who are participating in this race, they have to take a good round of the whole France, and it generally held in July month. Fine. Now, on the next page, page number 9, we can see so many things. Like it is written, La France est connue pour beaucoup de choses. France is famous for a lot of things. Comme le vin, like wine. Le fromage, the cheese. Le pain is bread. And les parfums, perfume or smell. Then la mode, most important, fashion. And etc. There are more furthermore things, but here we are discussing this much only. So the le fromage means cheese. So France is famous for its cheese, and there you can find more than 1,000 types of cheese here. And people there, they celebrate cheese. They just not eat it, they enjoy eating it. They can eat cheese at any point of time. Right? They can eat cheese as a dessert, as a food, as a dish. So they just celebrate it. Then there are some important cheese here like Le Brie, Le Camembert. You just need to learn the names of famous cheese. You can get a question that write 2 famous cheese from France, write 3 famous cheese of France. Alright? So you can write there Le Brie or Le Camembert, Le Roquefort, Le Gruyere. Right? Now come to the bread, Le Pain. The famous bread that we find in France, that is La Baguette. Baguette is one of the famous bread there. It's a long bread. It's a long bread that people eat, right? And the long bread, whenever they eat it just fresh. If it is not fresh or after 2-3 hours, it gets that hard that you can kill somebody with that particular bread, right? So don't try it. Now we have la mode or fashion. France is famous for its fashion, and we have so many famous designers from France, which are you can find all over the world. Like Coco Chanel is one of the costliest brands in France and in world as well. There you can say Yves Saint Laurent and Dior, Hugo. They are some famous designers of France. Then you can say escargot. Escargot is also a famous food of French people. They enjoy eating escargot, which is known as snails. It's a seafood, and they prefer snails because it's a seafood that we can find very rare, right? And then let's come to the perfumes. Perfumes are one of the famous things of France. Again, I'll take name of Chanel here. Chanel, Hugo, Rabanne, Paco Rabanne, and Ricky. They are famous perfumes of France, right? So as we are knowing all these things, we are left with wine. Wine is a very important and very much famous thing of France, because they are producing wine on a large scale, right? There are different regions which are producing different type of wines, and those wines are named after that particular region, right? Suppose if I am saying Bordeaux is one of the famous wine, but it is named as Bordeaux because it is produced in the particular city of Bordeaux. Bordeaux is the name of the city, and because it is produced in Bordeaux, it is named as Bordeaux. Same as Champagne is a sparkling wine, but as it is produced in Champagne area, it is named after it, right? So that's all for today. We have learned today the symbol of France, then national flag, then the Tour of France, national festival, then we came to know about cheese, then fashion, then escargot, then the bread, famous bread of France, then we came to know about the famous perfumes, then at the end we came to know what are the famous wines of France. So I hope you are getting enough from my video, and if you are having any difficulty or if you have any query, you can give me or text me through your broadcast group or on my personal window. Fine. So let's meet in the next video and discover some more about France. So till then, au revoir, bye.